They did it, guys. They actually did it. Rollback netcode. So Arc System Works has dropped a couple of bombs when it comes to Guilty Gear Strive last night. First and foremost, what they announced was that there will be a closed beta for Guilty Gear Strive coming up in April 16th through the 19th. So about a week after Final Fantasy VII Remake kind of launches. So that'll be interesting to say the least. Anyways, closed beta will be coming out, and we'll get to play it on the PlayStation. You can sign up for it now. You have to sign on an application on their site. There'll be 7 playable characters for the beta. There'll be Sol, Kai, Mei, Axel, Chip, Potemkin, and Faust. So all the characters that have gotten their official trailers and announcements, they will all be playable at the beta. The application period is between March 18th through April 5th. So you want to get in now if you want to be able to play during the beta. I've already signed up, so I'll hopefully be in there playing the shit out of the beta, because I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on this game and seeing how it feels. Unfortunately, the beta will not be on said rollback netcode that they also dropped and announced the game will be running on, but the beta will instead be running on the delay-based netcode that all Arc System games have really been running on for the past however many years. But as I was saying, the second big bomb that they dropped was that Guilty Gear Strive will be on rollback netcode when the game officially launches. This is freaking huge. And honestly, I didn't believe that freaking Guilty Gear was gonna get rollback netcode. I thought they were just gonna be like, oh yeah, we're considering rollback netcode, but then they weren't gonna do anything about it because it would take too much work, or I just thought they were gonna wait until maybe the next game that they released to actually implement rollback netcode, or it was gonna take until something like the Riot fighting game to actually release with good netcode for these developers to finally adjust their way of thinking, adjust their what they do with their games to actually implement some kind of decent online connection. Now, the thing is, it's really good that Arc System Works is getting rollback netcode. In fact, a lot of that probably has to do with everybody on the internet just constantly shouting hey, ArcSys, we need rollback netcode. We need some good, we can't play online. We need good online connection. Over and over again, in all their surveys where they're asking for feedback, tons of people were just constantly saying, hey, rollback netcode. Where's that rollback netcode? I'm glad everybody did, because it clearly got through to them, and they're actually implementing it. But I want to know, because I haven't seen it anywhere, I haven't read it anywhere, I want to know whether or not they are adding this rollback, if they're taking a look at the GGPO that's been publicly released by the canons to the public so that you can use it and implement it into their games. I wonder if they're taking a look at that, or they're going to do kind of like the Capcom thing and design rollback netcode that's been around for 10 years from the ground up on their own and end up with a disaster clusterfuck like Street Fighter V. I really hope that Guilty Gear does not go that route, because that would be awful. As long as they don't do that, and Guilty Gear Strive is a great game, or even just a decent game, if it's fun for the most part, this will be huge, because right now Arc System Works is kind of the leader of the pack when it comes to fighting games. Evo is made up, Arc System Works has the most games going to Evo this year. Dragon Ball FighterZ was a huge success. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, at least in Japan, has been a huge success. I think some of the reason why it hasn't been as successful over here, besides the delayed release that we got, is probably because due to rollback. But all of Arc System Works games have been really freaking good. They look gorgeous, they play great. Just the online connection is the only issue that they've had. And so adding good netcode to the rest of everything that they've been doing is huge, and just going to make them jump leaps and bounds over all the other competitors. Capcom should be scared seeing this announcement that Guilty Gear is getting rollback netcode, because in every front, Arc System Works seems to be beating Capcom in every freaking facet of their games. And now they're adding good online netcode. So, like, Capcom should be scared. SNK should be scared. I mean, SNK is kind of in the background anyways. But all these other game companies should be scared that Arc System Works is actually taking the time to listen to people and improve their games with good online netcode. Hopefully what this does is this influences these other companies to step up their game as well and, you know, force Capcom to fix their shitty ass netcode with their, like, they even have Rollback and they still failed at it. I don't know how that's possible. Force SNK to switch to Rollback. Force all these other, mostly Japanese game companies to step up the game and get to this new Rollback era that should have existed a long time ago. And in case you don't know, Rollback has been around for a long time. Our freaking indie fighter, Skullgirls, has been using Rollback since, like, when did Skullgirls come out? Hold on. April 10th, 2012. Since 2012, Skullgirls has been running on Rollback netcode. That's 8 years. 8 years this has been existing. I'm sure there's been games before it too. I'm not sure if Skullgirls is the first game. I just know that's an older game that still runs on Rollback netcode. And, you know, this thing's been around for a while. But I'm excited to see this. This just means that we can play more online. And if the current state of the world right now hasn't shown or proven even more how much we need good online play and fighting games, I don't know what else will, but, like, we really need this good netcode. You know, I've been playing Uniclear and Granblue, and if the Salt in my last video could say anything, like, it's been pretty rough finding matches online and with these games. Like, it's really hard to find games for one, and then the games that you do find oftentimes are borderline unplayable because they're constantly lagging, they're constantly stuttering and in spots, eating your inputs, preventing you from doing anything worthwhile in an online game, and it just feels really bad and gets really frustrating after a while. It makes it really hard to just grind out these games. You want to get better, and, like, with what's going on nowadays, you know, it's even harder to go out to locals and play other people in an offline environment to get better at these games. So it's really, really, I can't harp on enough. It's really freaking exciting to see Guilty Gear implement this rollback. And I really hope that when this game launches, like, as long as it's a decent game, as long as it's good, because I know a lot of people are a little iffy on the current state of Guilty Gear Strive because it's not like Guilty Gear Xrd or Guilty Gear X2. But I really hope when this game officially comes out that it sells well and it shows these developers how important this is to us, how important rollback netcode is to us, how important it is to be able to play online with other people that aren't, you know, just across the street from us. Like, it's really hard to find matches with people because if you go anywhere, like, outside your state, maybe even outside your freaking county, the lag starts showing up and it becomes impossible to play with people. So it's a really good thing. I'm really freaking excited. I can't wait to play the Guilty Gear Strive beta in April. I'm already signed up. I'm really hoping I get in. But yeah, this is good news. This is good news. I can't wait for more announcements from Arc System Works. I'm glad they're finally listening to us. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.